Hi guys, how's it going? Hope you've been having a really good week. Hope you enjoyed some of the home learning. I've seen lots of views on the YouTube clips, so I presume you've been all logging on, having a look at what we've been doing. I hope you enjoyed the maths and the English, the art, science, and so on. Um, I had a couple of requests last week for some computing work, so I thought today we could put on some computing projects for you to have a go at. However, I'm wary that some people might not be able to get onto it because you will need a laptop or computer. And you can use an iPad to get onto Scratch, but you won't be able to access the same resources as we'll have on screen today. Um, so, one, you might not be able to do it because you haven't got access to a computer or laptop. Um, don't worry if you can't. You don't need to do it. It might also be that some of you are really getting into your Buckingham Palace project work from yesterday. And like I said yesterday, that might take you 2 days, especially if you're doing a really big project or taking lots of time with your drawings and things like that, or if you were trying to do it on some technology and make a little video or something. So please do not feel you need to do the computer projects. If you want to carry on with your Buckingham Palace projects, do that. Or if you'd rather do something of your own choosing, go on to something else that you like to do, like ttrockstars.com or even the BBC Bite Size website that's got lots of things on there. Okay, so this is for those of you who want to do it and those of you who've got access to a computer and laptop and can actually get onto it. Okay, um, that's what that first bit explains at the top there. If you do want to do it today, keep watching. So there's a link to get onto the website that we're going to look at today. We're going to do a little bit of programming. I thought we'd use the Code Club Projects website. So if you click on that, it loads up this website. This is something you will have seen because we've used it quite a lot in computing lessons. And I think last year with you guys in year 5, I would have done some of this. And there's lots of different types of things you can do. And probably one of the best ones is the Scratch. And we've done quite a bit of Scratch in the past. So I thought that'd be a nice one for you to do. Um, it is something that we've done in the past. So it might be that, for example, if I click on module 1, you will recognize some of these projects that we've already done before. Now, you might think to yourself, okay, I'll skip those and just do something else because there's lots more projects. Um, and if you feel really confident with using Scratch, then do that, go for it. However, if I'm honest, I think you're probably best starting back at the first one. One, because they've updated Scratch now, and when we did it, we used Scratch version 2, but now it's Scratch version 3, so it's all changed. And two, because it's a while since we've done this, and I forget what we've been doing, and I'd want to start again from the start. So my suggestion to you is to start on Rock Band again, and that's where I'm going to start. But like I said, that's up to you. If you want to go forwards and have a go on a different one, and you feel confident using Scratch, then you know how good you are at using it. Okay. Right. Let's try Rock Band. So you click on it, and first of all, it shows you an example of what you're going to do. So if you click on the flag, we're going to make this in this project. Okay, so you click on the buttons and it makes a sound. Okay, it teaches you here. It says, what will you learn? Well, you're going to use code to change your sprite's costume in Scratch. You're going to use code to make sprites react to inputs in Scratch. So if I click on it, it reacts. And you're going to add sounds, which is what the reaction is. It makes a sound. And also the costume changes because it does that. You'll see on the woman. Okay, you can see that the costume change there. What you will need a computer or a laptop that can run Scratch 3. You don't need to download Scratch 3, you can just use it online. Again, if you haven't got access to a computer or laptop, then I apologise. You can download Scratch. I think it's maybe Scratch Junior, or I think there's a version of Scratch you can download on an iPad. So you could have a go at it, but it's a little bit more difficult. Okay. But if you can, this should be good fun to have a go at. So let's click that off. So it says, before you can start coding, you need to add a thing into code. In Scratch, these things are called sprites, that we already know. This is how you open up Scratch. You click on this button here, and it's going to open up Scratch for you. It'll just bring up a blank project. If you've got an account for Scratch, you can sign in. I know some of you got your own accounts, or you can join up to Scratch if you want to now. But you don't need to. You can just leave it as a blank screen like that and have a go at it just today. So I've done that. So I click it. Okay, and I get rid of it. I'm going to click these off. There we go. The cat sprite that you can see is the Scratch mascot. You don't need it for this game, so get rid of it by right-clicking and then clicking on delete. So the first thing is just follow instructions through, right-click, delete, get rid of it. Okay, done that. Now click on choose sprite from library to open up a list of Scratch sprites. So click on there. It brings up a list of sprites. Done that. Scroll down until you see a drum sprite. Click on a drum to add it to your project. So I'm going to search for drum as opposed to. There we go. There it is. And add that in. I'll leave the drum kit for now. Click and drag the drum to the bottom of the stage. So move that down there. That's the stage, okay, where everything takes place. Give your program a name by typing it into the text box at the top. Then click on File and then Save Now. I'm not going to do this because I'm not logged into Scratch, so it doesn't give me the option to save it. That's the only problem. If you don't log in, you could lose your work. But that's if you want to make your own account. I'm going to skip that one for now, but if you want to do that and save your work as you're going along, that's what you need to do there. So I'll just pretend I've done that one. At the moment, the stage is white and looks pretty boring. Add a backdrop to it by clicking on Choose a Backdrop. So choose a backdrop, and it says to choose indoors and then theatre. So indoors, theatre. There you go. Done that one. Your stage should now look similar to this, which it does, doesn't it? It looks similar to that. That's done. Okay, making a drum. So now we're going to get into a little bit of coding. First, add the music extension so you can play instruments. So it tells you how to do that down the bottom. Add music. And so there it comes up music, so it's got music blocks. And I've done all that one. And then it says this way you can do the first bit of programming. It says click on the drum sprite and then drag these two blocks into the code area on the right. So it's when this sprite clicked, play drum. It's the snare drum for 0.25 beats. So events, it's when this sprite clicked, and music, play drum. So what that should do is when I click on the drum, it should play the beat. There we go. That's your first bit of coding. All right. Click that on. Click on the drum to try out your new instrument. Done that. And then you can keep going through and through, and it goes into the next section. You've got challenges. All you have to do is keep working through it step by step. It's so important though just to follow the instructions. If you don't follow the instructions, it all goes wrong. Okay. I know I've said that in the lessons a lot, but it is about you putting in the right inputs and it will work. The outputs will be correct. Okay. You can see on the side here it's got the things you've been through. Say you didn't want to do this challenge, you could just move on to making a singer, and then it gives the instructions for making a singer. So it says add a singer sprite to your stage. Well, I'd do that like this. There she is, singer. Okay. I'm not going to do any more because I imagine you're quite bored of listening to me explain what to do. I'm sure you just want to have a go yourself. So go to the website, get it loaded up. Again, you don't need to download Scratch or anything. You can have a go at it. If you are using an iPad, you can download Scratch to the iPad. There is a version you could use, so you could have a go on it on there. I don't know if it'd work. I haven't got an iPad to try it out, but hopefully it does. But like I say, if you'd rather do the Buckingham Palace project, I don't mind at all, as long as you're enjoying your home learning. All right, guys, any questions as ever, just drop me an email. and enjoy programming. And do as many as you want. There's no restriction on this. You can keep going this for as long as you want. There's lots and lots and lots of projects, but like I say, I think probably the best thing is just to work through them in order, because then your skills will build up. Okay, a little bit of computer for you. Hope you enjoy it. See you later. Bye.